And welcome to MPX Rehab.
Now we're live.
Oh, we're now live?
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
You were 3 seconds early.
5, 4.
Are we live?
Yes.
Okay, what's up, MPX addicts, and welcome to MPX Rehab. I am your host, the hashtag Certified Mark J. Williams, here with my co-host, as always.
The voice of the MPX addicts, Kyle
Smith. And this was supposed to be the spot taken up by Dimitri Alexandrov, but unfortunately, like I said earlier, he's hunting bears down in South Texas. I think I actually got some footage of that, so I'll show that later. But unfortunately, he wasn't able to join us live, but he will be calling in a bit to basically take your questions and, chat with us.
We get some good Godzilla slander going there, so.
Like I keep saying, Gamera in the third round with the steel chair.
Godzilla's always been a bitch. I don't know. What?
Oh. We are going to get him here in person at some point.
No, it's fine. Remember, XV likes me. I'm okay.
Uh-huh.
I'm allowed to say stupid shit around them.
Just not certain stupid shit like you used to say.
No, you're the one who said the C word, sir.
I have not. But, last week, MPX's turned the page. That was a hell of a show. This week, MPX's Mr. MPX tournament.
Yes, which, yes, everything that's happened, it kind of sucks about New Texas and Houston.
Yeah.
I wish Kiefer to get the best and get well, because I know not only is he battling COVID, and he's now battling the promotership of having to cancel that show, and that show was huge. So
it was a huge.
In the end, that probably hurts him more than having COVID. But I wish him the best, and New Texas will be back, and that show will be back, and it'll be great. But I guess the one bright shining light is I finally get my Mr. MPX tournament.
Yeah.
I've only been asking for it since 2016. So
like that,
I finally get it, and it's not. It's not the way I would do a tournament with triple threats, but hey,
You know what? We had a tournament in another show that's actually going to be coming back as of this weekend, in which they did Fatal 4-Ways, and it led to the crowning of a champion.
Yeah.
Lucha Brutal.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they weren't elimination matches.
No, and that also wasn't one night, which I was fine with that, because it was a tournament without knowing it was a tournament. I thought that was cool.
That was really cool.
Because they came down to like, hey, we've had Fatal 4-Ways, and guess what? It was a tournament all along. Haha, surprise. Here's the finals for our champion. It's like, oh, that was kind of cool.
But we're NPX. We do things our own way. This is kind of our own version of King of the Ring, I guess.
Yeah, a little bit, and it's... The competitors the 8 we know are great. Like I said, I have an idea. I have an idea who I want number 9 to be because
you have your bracket.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I think our brackets are the same on this, roughly.
Probably. But it is. It's you look at who's in it, and it's going to be, which we'll talk about later. But that's going to be great, and it is. I like how it is. It is a melding of the past, present, and future of MPX. When you look at the 8 competitors and who we all think maybe number 9 will be, we'll see.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and get on with the show of talking about Turn the Page before we, bore our poor, rather than boring our poor guest.
Our three viewers, because we're early.
Yeah. They're all like, what the hell? Yeah. But yeah, let's see. First thing that happened was Casey coming out, interrupting... Cody and
didn't interrupt anything. He had a huge announcement, and then he got interrupted. We still don't know what he was saying. The true hero of MPX did not get to make his announcement. He had a big announcement. He posted all about on Facebook. Everyone's excited.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, 5 of us are excited, and then we don't get it.
Yeah, because who came out and interrupted him? Somebody who was hungry.
Don't know what you're
Somebody
talking
who was
about.
upset because his match was not going to happen that he was supposed to get.
Hey, he had been wanting that New Texas Pro title shot for a while. And not even the title shot. He's been wanting Brian Keith for a while.
Yeah.
And because I don't know if you've noticed, Brian Keith has a Texas Chainsaw shirt out.
Really?
Yeah. Not okay with the Texas Chainsaw.
No, I can understand that. Yeah, there's a bit of gimmick infringement there.
So that's really what the battle and the fight was going to be for. It wasn't for the title. It was for the rights of who's the actual Texas Chainsaw. Which here at MPX, we all know that truly is Sky. So, but no, he was a little pissed off. Wanted to match, and well, who better than to fight than the true hero of MPX?
Yeah. Yep. And he did what he did to heroes for like about a year.
He's just laying there.
Sorry, animals fighting. But
Go cat, go.
Let's go ahead and get into the matches because we had Marcus Rose back, and he was taking on once again the Mad Prince.
Yeah, it's always a treat to have Marcus come in, and yeah, they are no strangers to each other, and well, I guess MPX will let Tommy play. Mm-hmm. So this was
but the MPX addicts won't let Marcus sing though.
Yeah, that was a little upsetting. I expect better of the addicts.
Yeah, I mean it's very obvious he was going for Scrubs, but the Scrubs wouldn't let him sing.
Nope.
Guys, you gotta let him do his thing.
Marcus is gold. Give him a mic and just let him go. It's great.
But Tommy coming away with the win on that one, and then I believe he announced his Mr. MPX.
He was our first entrant, at least official entrant. Mm-hmm. Judging by, I guess, because again, MPX, you can just say what you want and get it. So, yeah, he was, the first entrant to Mr. MPX tournament. So, the Mad Prince, and that's, like I said, past, present, and future. We've got the present right now. We haven't had a superstar come in and become so beloved by the addicts and get really behind since Wes. Wes was probably the last one that when he came in, immediately all the addicts gravitated towards him. Yeah. And now it's that way with Mad Prince. The Mad Prince came in.
And it was super quick, too.
Yeah. Mad Prince came in and everyone just fell in love with him. And even after, I think they fell in love with him more after Purple Rain. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
So having him announce,
Well, we haven't had Prince grace our ring since Leva Prince was here.
Yeah, I was going to say 2017?
2018.
2018, yeah. So... yeah, it's whenever AEW took off. That was her last appearance. Yeah. She got a little busy.
Well, that one she did the Spider-Man thing.
Yeah?
Yeah, for her last appearance at MPX. She did the Spider-Man thing.
That's right. I thought Purple Rain was her last appearance. Yep. Okay, anyway, yeah. No, but that is, having Prince do that was great. And then, obviously beating Marcus, who... it's one of his rivals, I guess, cross-promotionally everywhere now.
I guess so. I mean, he did have a bone to pick with him and everything like that. I'm pretty sure there was that late entry into the Mega Brawl that really cost Tommy. Sorry, I'm having a hard time keeping a straight face on that one.
Yeah. Yeah, you were. You kind of stumbling over that one.
Yeah.
But no, Matt Prince coming out with the win and, announcing that he wants to be Mr. MPX, and the addicts, they got a good reaction out of him. So I think a lot of the addicts, especially Ernie's crew, definitely would love to see him represent MPX in that way. Mm-hmm. Now that, I guess technically the real Mr. MPX and Fisher is gone. So.
I guess so, yeah. But then after that, we had Chip Mandalay coming up and taking on the...
high stakes Chip Mandalay. Why don't you ever do this? Get their names right.
I haven't done that for anybody.
Well, you need to. High stakes Chip Mandalay. True hero Casey Clay. I'm not doing the five C's. I can't.
You can't do the 5 C's?
I'm not doing it. I refuse.
I was going to say it's like the reincarnation of excellence. Kari Wright.
Yes.
And watching AEW Dark, I found out why it is that he's no longer top flight Kari Wright.
Well, yeah. You didn't know that?
No, I didn't, actually.
That was one of the things when they debuted. I was like, no, we have a top flight.
Yeah, actually, it was like when I was watching AEW Dark, and my first thought was upon seeing him come out, I was like, no. Oh, wait, no, he changed it.
Yep. But no, the reincarnation of excellence is way better. Mm-hmm. I love that moniker and that name. All right. But yeah, having him and Chip, who obviously breaking things down, have trained and wrestled each other many times. Yeah. The chemistry, it seems a little off for something that you think they would kind of be with each other. Yeah. I think it's more of, honestly, Chip's still kind of new here. Yeah. Chip's still trying to, get used to how MPX is.
The more we see him, the more the better he'll get.
Yeah, and it was, after a while, it started clicking very quick. There was just a couple things here and there. But it was great. And like I said, I loved everything Kari's done. I love this because when Exodus became heel, and we're like, oh, well, let's bring in Kari. I didn't know how Kari would be. And Kari has done so well.
He's done a great job
in this role.
Especially
and it's
with
great.
The whole storyline that they're going with what is obviously some dissension in the ranks of
no dissension. No dissension.
I don't know. Brixton Shaw looked kind of mad.
I refuse to let there be.
No, trust me, I'm with you on that one. I don't want to see that break up anytime soon. But we're not the bookers, so.
Dimitri says more wrestlers named Chip, please.
Why? What?
More wrestlers named Chip.
Yeah, why? Is he hungry? He wants to eat chips or something? I don't want.
I mean, he does work hard, so.
Yeah.
Oh, that's getting painful. Okay.
But no, it's Kari,
sorry.
you know, like I said, Kari has impressed me
Mm-hmm.
with the way he's taken to this gimmick and everything. It's great.
Yeah.
And he's always been a phenomenal athlete. He was one of the ones,
Cool.
if it wasn't for other commitments, I think he might have been in the Exodus role.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was a time when he first debuted, everyone loved working with Kari. His first match, immediately, everyone's like, oh, Kari's great. Kari's the future. Kari's going to be amazing here at MPX. And then other things and other commitments and other promotions, we didn't really get him that much.
Yeah.
But we did get Exodus.
Yeah.
And so part of me does think that maybe Kari would have been in that Exodus type role. But we get him now, and it's great, despite you saying he's the coattail rider of Civil Disorder.
Which, obviously, if people don't already get that, then that's a joke. Then,
No, he's serious. He doesn't like Kari.
Sure. But Kari coming away with the win on this one.
Yep. And like I said, I hope we see more of Chip. The times we have seen him, he does impress me. So I enjoy seeing him here. Just a little off. And who knows? Kari, obviously, coming off, wasn't at Purple Rain. I think he was trying to prove something.
Yeah.
So it just might have been going a little, maybe too much or something. Who knows?
And honestly, it's the whole thing of, that's one of the beauties of MTX being a weekly show. We have a chance for our guys to be there weekly and get better that much faster, rather than have to figure out and scramble to find places to wrestle. Once a month or once every other month.
Yeah, and like we've said before, just because you have one batch run doesn't mean that's it. Like I said, Exodus first match, I leaned over to you. I was like, he ain't coming back. Yeah. That match was off, and now Exodus is the MVP of MPX. He's rechristened the Addicts title, the Prime title. So
no, you've rechristened it.
He accepted it though. So
he hasn't done a damn thing.
No, I know it will. It's going to get over. It is going to become the Prime title.
But speaking of people who are massively over and everything like that, James Johnson is back in a managing position.
The journey to superstardom.
Oh man, he's just that. It's so goofy, but
this one's stronger.
So well.
It's strong. It'll get there.
Oh yeah. No, this one's actually much better. Better with the commitments.
Yeah.
Everything like that.
Yeah. James keeps proving that he always needs to be somewhere on a show because he's entertaining as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Possibly close to Gigolo levels.
And he's representing Joe Angelo Garcia.
Yep, and that's just what I was going to say. I was like, it's not who I thought Joe was going to bring or hope he was going to bring. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I knew it wasn't going to happen, but I was really hoping Tadlock, just because that was, again, one of my favorite tag teams and my favorite things about the Trust Fund. And I was thinking tag team. I wasn't thinking manager. But having Joe come out and introduce, or I guess reintroduce us to this version of James Johnson was great.
Yeah. And, of course, his opponent was Stephen Kirby, which that's always a good match.
Yes, it is. Kirby's one of those that it's very weird to me when I look back at my first time going to MPX. I didn't really appreciate Kirby and didn't like Kirby. Mm-hmm. And now he's become one of the people that whenever he's in there, I know the match is going to be good. Yeah. It's either going to be entertaining or it's going to be worked out fundamentally great.
Well, He's like, he was my first MPX champion. Mm-hmm. He was the champion when I came into MPX in 2018. And
that was, honestly, to me, the best Kirby. That was my favorite Kirby. The greatest human being alive.
I loved it. It's like him coming out to Real Big Fish was awesome. The absolute denial of booing and everything.
Yep.
Thank you
for
cheering for
and
me.
Even,
I'm just like, oh my God. This is a super heel. I hate him.
And even his music, when we went full PG and we could no longer use Everyone's an Asshole, which
for like a month and a half.
Yeah, which was a mistake. And I think they realized that a little bit.
Okay.
To me, yeah, I do too, and it's whatever. But even using the "You're Welcome," the metal version of that, brilliant, and it worked because it was one of those where he had the best at the time. He had the best music.
Oh yeah.
And when they changed it, you're like, boo. And then you're like, oh, wait, you're welcome. Okay, it fits him so goddamn well.
Oh, yeah.
But no, him and Joe coming out. And Joe is always one of those where I would love to have Joe weekly just because he is a talent that should be featured more, in my opinion. He's a talent that is just so damn good in that ring. Yeah, he's always kind of been in-ring character is great. It's what having a manager helps him so much. Like when it was him and Jamie, it was great. Hopefully him and James can get something going to where he's got the full package now. Yep. And hopefully this is something that's not it. Joe is one of those kind of like Schaefer to me. The booking of Joe in MPX has always been kind of weird to me. And I get it's because he's not here weekly and he has other commitments and he's popular elsewhere and he's in demand. But it's one of those where we get a lot of start and stops with Joe. Yeah. And I'm really hoping we get a start on this one and not a stop. Yeah, same here. I mean, honestly, it was one of those, when he was the prospect champion, I was really looking forward to him possibly, maybe not going all the way. Right. But at the very least, getting to the point to where he could cash in and you could see him in the big belt picture. Exactly. Because he still is owed a title match, technically. He called out Dimitri when he was champion. It was supposed to happen. It didn't happen. So Joe's... I don't know. We'll see if Dimitri wants that match later. Oh, Dimitri will never turn down a match. That's true. Sir, remember excessive violence. They fight whoever. They fight each other. But Joe walking away with the win on this one, thanks to the excessive help from James Johnson. No, you can't say excessive now. No, you can't. Yes. No. That was a lot of water. That was an excessive amount of water. Stop saying excessive. No. There's only one group now that can be called excessive. I'm not saying a group. But it's still that excessive, that adjective or whatever the fuck it is. I'm not good at English. Don't fucking come at me. Can only be used for those people now. I did say those people, all right? It's okay. You are using it as a noun. We are using it as an adjective. Shut the fuck up. No one gave you a mic. But no, it's... Yeah, the water was great. The water, the feet on the rope, and James even, I really thought we were maybe getting Blind Justice 2.0, which I know Kirby would he probably hates me even saying it now, but he hates how much we mention it. But then again, it's like I said, that's one of those things where it's like, yeah, the people involved hated it, but the fans loved it. They thought it was fun. And I'm making sure y'all don't hate each other because I don't think y'all like each other. No, they don't like each other. Yeah, so you are in a dangerous position. So. I don't want to be in a dangerous position. Puka, come here. No. But a lot of the fans liked it, and it's like I know that they hate it and they'll never bring it back, but it still looked on fondly by some. But then after that, we had the first. Prospect champion defense by our new MPX prospect champion, Gabe Wilder. Yes. The rugged Gabe Thank Wilder. You. He's going to come after you. Yeah, sure. He was looking for you at Purple Rain. He was so sad. I know. He was very disappointed. He came and got his shots in on he's going to get it all the time. But Gabe is always welcome on Mainline. Always welcome to come on Mainline whenever he wants. Gabe has an open invitation. Yeah, it's not like we have an open invitation to the workers. Nope, just Gabe. But taking on Mikey B as his first defense. I think I even said it on when I was covering the show by myself. I might have. I don't remember. I don't like how it was Mikey because Gabe's already beat him, and he just beat him in the tournament. Like, why is Mikey getting a title shot? But again, prospect title, addicts title, they don't really... You don't have to have proper rankings, I guess, so to speak. Yeah. You kind of just get title shots whenever. I mean, you can beat Tommy Dean and just say you want a title shot and get it. So we're looking for that soon. Tommy Dean's just going to make a video saying, I want an MPX prospect shot. And next week it'll be Gabe versus Tommy Dean. Which I'm okay with that. That's great. Match 3? Yeah, match 3. Yeah. But no, having Gabe come out, and I love Brian Pulver's pictures in general anyways. But the shots he gets of Gabe's go to sleep bitch are so fucking brutal. Like they're so great because it looks like he literally he puts him to sleep. I mean, the one he did on Matt Prince at Purple Rain looked devastating, and then the shot that we have of Mikey B looked devastating too. This match was great. It's one of those where we know Gabe's physical. We know Gabe brings it. So it's kind of cool how Mikey B reacts. And Mikey B reacted very well. I was thoroughly pleased and impressed with how Mikey B handled all this.
Yeah, and honestly, it's like with Mikey B, his future may be out there too. I think isn't he the only entrant into only entrant of the new rookies into the Mr. MPX?
I think so. You're the one with the notes.
Mikey, yeah.
Yeah, so I know he's in it. I don't know if Noah and Red or whoever else was. So, but yeah, no, Noah and Red are
no, yeah,
okay, but yeah,
the only one from this year's class is Mikey.
See, the future.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be great. Gabe is one of those. Like I said, Gabe has been killing it. I thought the Prospect Tile tournament was made for him to break out, and I think he did.
Mm-hmm.
I think he proved to a lot of people he deserves to be featured.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited to see him and see where we're going with this Prospect Tile. Like I said, honestly, overthinking and overbooking like we do. Not going to go 4, not going to cash in right away. We just got the Prospect title back. So it's probably going to go, through a couple of people here and there.
Yeah, it's like we'll see who number 3 and 4 are.
But the matches are great, and it could be one of those things where, he does all 4 and just holds it. Was it Dave did that for a while?
Yeah.
Dave won it, and Dave held on to it for a while.
Did that.
Schaefer held on to it for a while, time. And then, looking at Schaefer is always weird to me.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it was against West, I just, was a missed opportunity.
Yep. But no, we'll see where that one goes. I'm actually kind of excited because, like you said, this was Gabe's chance to really break out on his own, and I think he's doing a damn good job of it.
Yep. There you go.
No. Hello. After that, we had the match that had me kind of conflicted because I thought it was going to go one way, but it went a completely different way, and I'm happy about it.
Yeah, a little bit.
The MPX Tag Team Championship match, Best Picture defending against Infinite Stock. This had all the red flags that things were going to change.
To you, let's remember MPX booking style.
Yeah.
It's their birthday. They're not winning anything. We're WWE here. It's your hometown or birthday. You're losing. You just got engaged. You're losing. It's your wedding day. We're not booking you. I mean, it's
You're just gonna lose right in front of all of your loved ones.
Exactly.
Yeah. Embarrassingly, even. Yeah. But no,
the match was very good.
And it was to the point that I'm sitting there trying to come up with how am I going to play this? How am I going to? It's like, it's the Oscar curse after that award-winning match at Purple Rain, or
my
Schaefer tried to turn it into a comedy.
I don't think it was your match of the night. It was my match of the night. I'm pretty sure your match of the night was Brooks and Jackson, wasn't it?
No, actually, the Fatal 4-Way was. No.
I was going to say, you had something different.
Red Rain.
Because I remember being the only one being like, no, that Fatal 4-Way was perfect.
Mm.
Red Rain was great. Purple Rain was great in general.
No, it was just honestly
to me, like I said, out of the 5 years doing it, it's the best Purple Rain. Mm-hmm. I loved everything about it. But yes, the tag match. We get sidetracked here. Y'all should know this by now. Infinite Side. It's one of those where, I get more impressed every time I see Red, single or tag. And same with Noah. We don't see Noah as much as I would like. And it's probably because we were very hard on him when he first started.
Yeah.
But he's, again, everything we've said he's improved on. He's gotten so much better.
Yeah, no, he is. Well, then again, he knew that we were saying it as, we're saying this because this is
right.
He
literally. I was gonna say he didn't take it like Emerald. He took it the way he should have.
We want you to get better. We want you to do better. We want you to be a top level wrestler. And he's done a good job of that.
Well, the fact that they're teaming at some show in Houston Sunday is great. So, but no, this match was very good. Again, it's always good to see tag team wrestling and good tag team wrestling, not just kind of tag team wrestling to have 4 wrestlers on a card.
Yeah.
And Infinite Stock is one of those. While yes, I don't like the Pokemon gimmick, it's working.
Yeah.
And having Best Picture again was great. I still, why do we not have the, where's their new manager that we debuted and then never show again? It's weird. Having Schaefer change his look every time now, I think it's going to be great. Just however they do it. Now he needs to come out kind of like the Brock Lesnar type style haircut now, right? Needs a top knot, so.
Oh, jeez, that just was the weirdest look ever. But
it's not any weirder than you and his pigtails. Jesus Christ. I actually had someone comment earlier, like, I don't know whose pigtails were more, like, harmful to my eyes. Was it Jay's or Schaefer's? And I was like, yeah, I'm not too sure either. Like, they both were bad. But again, and that's the other thing I even said about Purple. Schaefer's new look, it's not, I don't know, it's still weird to me.
Yeah.
Like, it's, I don't exactly know what we're going for. If we're going for like
slacks and suspenders.
Yeah, if it's just kind of like the Reservoir Dogs type thing, or he's like the 20s gangster, like what we're doing.
I have
but
no
it's
idea. I really don't know.
The weird
honestly.
Tough man dock worker.
Yeah.
But again, he's a phenomenal talent in the ring, and no one works the crowd better than him and Exodus. Like they are the best heels we have.
Oh yeah.
And it's one of those where I think. And it's nothing against Sebastian. I think having him with Schaefer has helped him so much.
It really has. Honestly.
You can tell even because Sebastian was always good at kind of promos and stuff like that. But having Schaefer to bounce off of, is been tremendous. This is a team that
I can tell you from personal experience, it's a lot easier to have someone to bounce off of when you're trying to do stuff.
I learned that last week.
Yeah,
that's why I hate doing shows by myself.
Same.
That and leading. I'm not a host. I'm a co-host. There's a difference. I cannot lead shit. But having this is a team I didn't think would work, and it's worked so well. It's worked. It exceeded all my expectations to the point to where I'm like, unless it's a really, really good big team, like of course obviously I'm biased, excessive violence would have been okay, but now it needs to be a larger than life reunion. It needs to be excessive, it needs to be something big in order to take the titles off Sebastian and Schaefer. We're to that point now to where I don't want them to lose because they're just so good.
And honestly, it's like
and with saying that, they will lose next week probably.
No, they won't, because Sebastian's
that's right, they don't even defend the title.
So Best Picture coming away with the win on that one. And like I said, it literally surprised me.
Yeah.
Although I do have to say, there's one thing that bothered me about the match, and honestly, I've tried to get behind it. I just can't. That short distance spear that Noah does doesn't look like it has any weight behind it.
I mean, again, like I said, I'm sorry, you're okay. Just moved a little. It's one of those to where it needs to be, when he goes to the knees, it doesn't look as good. It doesn't look as forceful. If he was like trying to stick out like an arrow, kind of Roman Reigns-esque, I think it might look a little more devastating. But I mean, again, we'll see. The thing I still, Schaefer and Sebastian's finisher, that electric chair drop to the flatliner is beautiful.
So after that, we had the match that was set up at the beginning of the night, Casey Clay versus Sky de Lacrimosa. And this was...
I was torn. Not really, but I mean...
I was going to say, it's like...
wasn't really torn, but I...
so torn chanting, Sky's gonna kill you.
Well, someone's got to lead chants. No one else does.
Yeah, true.
It's either me or Ernie's crew.
Yeah.
Or Pat. It's one of three of us. But no, it's... The match itself, I knew was going to be great and good. It's just one of those where it's like... It seems ever since Sky's lost the Impact's title, it's... Okay, how do we keep him looking strong without having him be strong? Like, it's it's come to weird booking for me a little bit.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like he did win this match. So.
Yeah, which was honestly surprising.
It really was, especially with them coming off the loss, or Excessive Violence coming off the loss from the tag team match, and Casey coming off the win against Frankie.
Casey coming off the win with Frankie, which was huge. Casey just being a role. Casey being what looks to be kind of our future at MPX. So yeah, I was very shocked that it ended the way it ended. But and of course happy because I am biased on that one. That's my one I'm allowed to be biased on.
Dimitri says Sky is watching.
Of course he always is.
Sky's always watching.
I'm sure if I could reach my phone without it disturbing the cat, I would have a message. Because I felt it vibrate. I just don't know who it is. I'm sorry. You don't even lift your head. You just mean. You just meow.
Not like being moved.
I know. That's why I'm trying. That's why I can't reach my phone. But no, having like I said, the outcome
Somebody
did.
You to pet the dog.
The outcome did surprise me because, like I said, having Casey come off a huge win, Sky's one of those that he can afford to take a loss. You know. but didn't. So it's kind of like, okay, cool. Where are we going now?
Yeah.
Because it's one of those where, like, what do we do? So, thank you.
Production assistance.
Yeah. Yeah, see, he is watching. That's exactly what I got.
Dimitri says, "Pet that dog."
It's not even the dog y'all like.
We like all dogs.
Well, yes, they like all dogs, but it's not the. Let's be honest. The big dog is their favorite dog, just like Oliver was the favorite cat.
Yep.
You're okay. But yeah, again,
You should see after the show when she refuses to get up.
yeah, that's always fun. Especially now that I'm in shorts, it's going to be hell.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
But no.
Sorry, Sloan.
But having, again, just Casey showing off his athleticism.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I said, there's 1A and 1B until the Tommy Becker comes back. It's most athletic.
Then it's 1A, 1B, 1C. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Casey and Tommy Dean and Tommy Becker just always impress the hell out of me.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, we get Sky, the past couple of weeks have shown that he can do some shit too.
Yeah.
You know, we saw Lucha Sky was safer. We got my dive that camera people did not like me asking for. I mean, well, you know, Sky suicide dive. There's issues there probably. So, but it was great. We saw Bear Fighter fly in that match.
Yeah.
Purple Rain was awesome.
It really was.
It really was great. But yeah, Sky obviously you get a win on this, and it's like I said, where do we go? And also,
Well, they're both in the Mr. MPX
what was Casey's big announcement? No, try again.
Yeah.
Sky's in it.
Yeah. So it's Casey.
I don't think Casey was announced, sir. Yeah. Way to ruin what I was going to say later, sir.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. No.
God, you don't even do your research. Fucking hell. Can I get a host, please? You know, we'll keep him on that side of the camera.
Okay.
We'll bring some.
Hey, anybody else wants to be the new host? Sure, I'll do production.
It'll give me a break.
No, what are you talking about? He's going to work the camera and direct. You still have to do all that shit. He's going to be Sebastian. He's going to make you do everything just like Sebastian makes Schaefer do everything.
Main event.
Main event? Yeah, go ahead.
The MPX Championship rematch of the new MPX champion, Jackson Stone. Everybody.
Which, I love how I go off about how it shouldn't be Travis. Travis was told he can't be the ref, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, no, that was last week. This week's fine. I was like, God damn it.
Apparently
why do you poke holes in my shit? Okay. I'm fine with Travis and Bambi. Those are my refs.
Travis, Bambi, Carl.
Carl's not allowed to be at MPX or mentioned.
Anthony.
Anthony's retired.
Howie.
Howie's moved away.
Wong.
Fuck Wong. Or Ling. What's his name?
Ling.
Actually, I'm okay. That's the Oklahoma ref alike. I'm okay with them.
Shiny Shoes.
Shiny Shoes is all
Aaron.
fucking love.
Yeah.
Shiny Shoes and Ben. Ben's good.
Yeah.
We have some good refs.
Also, congrats, Aaron.
Huh? I must have missed a...
Yeah, what?
You actually missed a lot.
Okay, then...
Yeah, you can't say congrats and then have us be like, for what? And then just be silent.
I can.
All right,
No,
whatever.
you can't. What is
Yay, this is a good show.
So, besides getting out of the Marines, he was actually discharged recently.
Okay.
Honorably discharged. He's making more of a life for himself up there. Getting more bookings. Going more promotions.
Good.
Yeah,
you should come back to Texas.
Should. Yeah. Apparently, yeah, because Bambi decided to get his girlfriend down here. He's got to take time off.
Yeah.
Fucking Bambi.
Oh, so he brought her down here. Okay.
I think. Isn't that how it worked?
I don't know.
He better not have fucking moved.
Yeah, I was like, I
thought it was coming.
The song he posted it with said one-way ticket. I'm like, what?
Oh, fuck, I missed that. No Bambi. No Bambi.
No moving away, Bambi.
Fuck.
I'm glad he's got a girl, but
we're
still.
Yeah.
We're plenty nice
But, you know,
to have
stay.
if we like them.
Yeah. Stay here, Bambi.
Also, Michael Cole says, I'm here.
Good job, Plan C.
But Travis was the ref. Then of course Civil Disorder comes out to try and do their thing, and then out comes Infinite Stock, and it just pretty much the locker room clears out, and Travis decides, all right, fine, it's a lumberjack match.
Yeah, and that was okay. I'm fine with it, I guess, because we didn't just get a normal rematch. Mm-hmm. That's fine. It's a little weird to me when you have the entire locker room clear out except for one.
Yeah.
Having Casey not out there, I thought was a little weird. I mean, it obviously fits Casey.
Yeah.
But then what bothered me, and it's very minor, and I'm sure I'm the only one that noticed, having Casey in the back near the merch tables while not being out there. That bothered me. If he would have just been back and you never see him, okay, fine.
I'm sure somebody got groused at for that later.
Oh, I'm sure they may not even notice, and I just spoiled it, and I'm sorry, but that bothered me. Just little things like that. Again, it kind of fits his character, but also doesn't.
Yeah.
But again, the lumberjack, I thought, added something to it, and it was good. It's weird. Again, this goes to a weird booking thing of mine, but we got Brixton, who undefeated, loses to Hardacus. Undefeated, loses to Jackson, it's like a lose. Like, it's kind of opened the floodgates a little bit. Yeah. So, I mean, we'll see where we go with Brixton. I'm hoping it's kind of, I don't want Civil Disorder to end, but it's one of those where I think we can probably see Brixton be faced soon.
I really do hope that we get something new with Brixton, because I really don't want him to be one of those guys who he came in and he wrestled and he dominated, and then he went and he won the big championship, and as soon as he lost the championship, nothing.
Oh yeah, we've already had a clown do that, so. What? The clown's dead. I can talk shit about him now.
He's still going to kick your ass.
Yeah, now it's just going to be Keegan kicking your ass.
Which at least I won't be terrified while he's doing it.
He'll wear the mask.
Fuck off.
But,
he's almost more terrifying without the makeup.
But I gotta admit, I almost missed the finish of this match because the chaos that erupted right in front of us.
Which is always what happens in lumberjack matches and any type of thing like that. Mm-hmm. There's so much going on that a lot of people do. It's still, I don't know why, and Jackson's been doing it forever, but I'm still not used to him being a submission wrestler. Yeah. It's one of those where it's like, oh yeah, he won by submission. Oh wait, he's done like the past 3 months. Yeah. Why am I always forgetting this?
Used to him hitting the key crusher or his altered version of the Styles Clash.
Yeah, which I always thought was super dangerous. Everyone's like, no, it's the easiest thing in the world to take. I'm like, it's safer than the Styles Clash. I'm like, yeah, Styles Clash isn't that dangerous. Just people tend that, it's dangerous the fact that apparently it's opposite of everything you're taught. Yeah. You're taught tuck your chin. Yet on this one, it's like, no, just lay out flat. Don't tuck your chin, otherwise you break your neck. So it's always crazy. But it's good to see Jackson finally get this moment because no one really deserves it more. Yeah. It's one of those where, I had said I kind of like the idea of him being our Tommy Dreamer where he never gets the title. He always chases.
But at the same time,
like I said, it's a great Purple Rain moment, and it's a great moment for Jackson, like I said, who deserves it. Yeah. Everything he does for MPX, independent wrestling, just as a person in general, for everything he helps with the wrestlers and the fans and the addicts, he deserves it. The chops, obviously, brutal as hell. Him and Brixton both. It is going to be interesting where we go with Brixton because like I said, I don't want there to be dissension and Civil Disorder. It looks like that's where we're going, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm excited about the idea of having a face Brixton, but I also I want Civil Disorder to remain intact and just dominate like they have been.
What upsets me is that means we still don't have all three of them on the same side, so we're not going to get the team that's in other promotions.
I don't even think they team elsewhere anymore now. I think they all went separately. I think Sunday is like a really rare one-off appearance for them, the team. I think everyone's kind of single now, which is great because while yes, I love tag teams, I think these are the 3 men that deserve to be focused on singly. Yeah. It's the same with Larger Than Life. Larger Than Life is one of the best tag teams there is. But having them separate and having both of them showcase their skills, I think is amazing. Yeah. Which I'm excited. which I was a little disappointed when you get Ryan because I wanted him, make an appearance after Purple Rain, at least to say something like what's going on or what he's doing, or even just a warm-up match. Because like I said, I don't want to go right into him in Exodus.
Yeah.
I want some type of, let's build this a little bit. We've got a good story here, I think. So I was a little disappointed in that, but once he comes back, I think it's going to be great. And then once Tommy Becker is healed and he can finally start a true singles run, which he's had a singles run, but it wasn't like a true singles run because it was always overshadowed by, being with Creative Control and having Jamie be the GM or whatever we called it and everything like that. And then his title reign was so brief.
I was going to mention this last week, but of course I was knocked out because that fucking COVID shot killed me.
Yeah, you're one. Wait till this. You're done for the second one. Fuck.
I'm going to try.
Oh, when is that? Because that means I got to do another show
September.
by myself.
But I'm sorry. It's just weird to me. Did Ryan look a little bit like Colt Cabana to you?
God damn you.
I only say that because after watching Purple Rain, I watched AEW and Colt Cabana came on. I'm like, he looks like an older Ryan.
Hi, Colt.
Yeah.
I don't think Ryan's Jewish though, so that's not his dad. So
No. No, we know who Ryan's dad is. It's Kirby.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I guess I can see that a little bit. I was a little upset at the look, but after seeing Brian's pictures, I'm like, you know what? It's all right.
Yeah.
It works. It's also, it used to be the thing where to be a wrestler, you have to have long hair, and now it's kind of cool to have different look and different shorter hair and stuff. So we'll see.
Like I said, it just looked like the getting older Canadian wrestler look to me.
Yeah.
Because think about it, every Canadian wrestler, as they've gotten older, they chop off the long locks, and except for Jericho.
I was going to say Edge and Christian. Jericho did at one point. He just grew it back out.
Edge did at one point, but they both grew it back out.
Yeah.
So
yeah, Edge with short hair always weirded me out.
Yeah.
Christian, I'm so used to him with short hair now, it weirds me out if he had long hair.
Yeah, that is true.
So
it's like, actually, I saw a picture of him back when he had long hair. I'm just like, it looks so weird.
Yeah, it does. Like watching old Attitude Era of Christian and Edge, I'm like, this is weird because Edge is still, he's big, but not big like he is now. And Christian with long hair, it's just like, oh, this is weird.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Babies. They look like babies.
Well, because they were.
Yeah. But that was MPX's Turn the Page. And don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Don't sit back down because we need you to do the thing real quick.
Well, shouldn't we do the other show then do Dimitri?
Should we?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we'll do that then.
That allows me to grab my keyboard.
True. But yeah, for next week it's the Mr. MPX tournament, and we've only got 3 matches announced.
Well, yeah, because we have a tournament,
Because the
so
rest
we're
of it
going to have
is the Mr. MPX tournament, of which we only have 8 announcements, and I swear to God, I thought
Nope, because you fucked it up.
No, I know who I thought was. Casey.
Yeah, you already said.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you fucked it up. We'll get yelled at, all because of you.
Oh yeah. But yeah. So the first one, we were talking about it already. Keegan
Artabazon.
Azkaban. Alcatraz. Alakazam.
Avada Kedavra?
Yeah. Well, we can't say that one, can we?
All right.
You just killed a viewer. Way to go.
Depending on who it was.
Oh, I don't think they watch our show.
Not true. But taking on
the ones that watch us, we actually like, so.
Yeah, true. So I don't want to kill any of our viewers. But yeah, taking on Matthew Palmer, and this one
Monster
is
Hunter, Matthew Palmer. Why don't you like little gimmick names?
Because ADHD, that's why. It's got nothing to do with whether I like it or not.
Because again, Reincarnation of Alex is awesome. I don't know why. That one, and
seriously, no, it's like
it's
honestly,
as simple as it is. Gabe's Rugged. I love that so much. I don't know why, but Rugged I like it so much, and I think because it fits.
If I actually wrote down the monikers, I'd probably say it all the time.
I tell you all the time to write them down.
Yeah, but that's a lot of writing, and I'm also dysgraphic, so
Oh my
fuck
God.
off.
But yeah,
I already do a shitload of stuff. Leave me alone.
do more. We want to be good, remember?
I've given
My
up on
contract says I'm voice only, so that's all you're getting. But no, having the Monster Hunter Matthew Palmer taking on Mr. Alakazam is going to be great. I promise I will try to learn that name properly. I won't. I'm going to have too much fun fucking with it.
Just remember Brian Anthos.
Brian, yeah. That's it. Brian. That works. I kind of miss him, actually.
Yeah, same here.
And while everyone knows I'm terrified of clowns, I loved Malico as a wrestler. Yes, he terrifies me. But he was so good. And seeing this reincarnation type look is going to be, I think, amazing. What little we saw at Purple Rain, I'm really looking forward to it because it's more of a vicious side. And we've seen the former Malico be ultra vicious. We know he can do that. So I think this is going to be a great match. It's going to be two outstanding MPX athletes, and I like when characters okay, it's sad because Malico is one of those characters where you're like, oh, he'll be around forever because that gimmick is amazing and he does it so well.
It's bulletproof. Nobody ever
exactly, and it's one of those where it's like he's getting rid of it, and you're like, well, that's weird. Why? And then you see what he goes, and you're like, oh, okay, this might work.
Yeah.
So. It's kind of like when Bray Wyatt first went to The Fiend.
It wasn't me this time. It was not me this time.
I wasn't even trying to make that comparison, but what I'm saying, and yes, its similarity is there, but it's when he went from Bray Wyatt, which was so great, to The Fiend. Everyone's like, well, what the fuck? It's like, ooh, this works.
When I first saw the stills of Bray Wyatt in the Firefly Funhouse, I'm just like, I don't know what to think about this. Then I saw the video and I'm like, oh no, I am 100% behind this.
No, yeah, it was great. And again, that just goes to how good Wyndham was. Yeah. So,
you can call him by that name now.
Yeah, right. And well, people still probably don't know what we're talking about, but hey, but no, having Keegan come out, it's going to be great. I'm interested to see what changes. Is it just a look that changes? Is it a style that changes? Obviously, the music's probably got to change.
Yeah.
The entrance is going to have to change. So it's going to be interesting to see what little changes we have.
Yeah.
And he's one of those. I was putting my arm there so you don't fall. It's one of those where he's one of those, because we've seen how he does with Malico, that he's going to knock it out of the park.
Yeah.
So it's going to be great.
And then we also have Gabe Wilder's second defense against Johnny O'Mara. And this is going to be fun.
Oh, I can't wait for the steal of the go to sleep bitch on this one either. It's going to be great.
It's
you did that yourself.
What I'm looking forward to is this one's going to be, it's like this one is going to have Gabe just in an all-out brawl.
Yeah, Gabe is not finally, because he's been in there with the Mad Prince. He's in there with someone who is not going to hold back and going to give it to him just as much as he gives. It's going to be physical and rugged. See how it works? Yeah, it works. It's going to be great. I do think we're still going with Gabe on this. We're going to keep going
as much as I love Johnny.
It's one of those. But then again, with the prospect title, we've seen it.
Okay, if this were the third defense or fourth defense, then I'd be
it's
an entire possible.
You and the third defenses are always like, nope, third defense always lose.
Not always. It's just like if it was just the latter half.
We really should somehow get a stat. Let's go with the MPX match. Be like, what is the stat of the third title defense losing?
You know what?
Or we're WWE. We could just fucking make it up. 60% of the matches are always lost on the third title defense. We have 4,000 men competed in the Royal Rumble before. Fuck off. All those stats are fake and we know it.
Yeah.
20,000 people are bullshit.
Remember the tournament that happened in Rio de Janeiro for the Intercontinental title?
Well, I just love because Pat Patterson couldn't say Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to this one because both these guys are snug fighters, and this is gonna.
He doesn't yell Scott Stapp anymore, and I'm sad though.
Yeah, he does. He just does it during the music, so you can't hear it.
Yeah, I know. I'm sad. Maybe Gabe Wilder can yell it for me, or yell Creed sucks, and then look over at Tyler Foster.
Because Tyler Judd's not there. Maybe you can look over at
Yeah, don't do that. Stop doing that. At least you stopped yourself. I'm proud of you. But this match is going to be very hard hitting. I'm definitely looking forward to it. It's one of those, while yes, I'm looking forward to the tournament because there's not many matches announced and we don't know how the tournament's going to lay out. This match I'm looking forward to the most right now.
Yeah, because like I said, we have for third match, Kari Wright is going to be taking on Dimitri Alexandrov. It was supposed to be Kari Wright versus Mr. Nasty. Dimitri wasn't even supposed to be there.
Well, which I was going to say is like, I'm very sad Mr. Nasty's not there, but we're getting Dimitri, so it's awesome.
Yeah.
But I'm also sad that we don't get, Mr. Nasty. So
yeah, I'm sad we're not getting Mr. Nasty, and I'm also sad that Dimitri's not going to be at the
I was going to say it's also
he should be at.
exactly. It's another thing where it's like, yeah, I'm sad because I'm not in Houston, but I'm also happy because I'm seeing Mr. MPX.
But we have seen before numerous times in which these last minute changes and sudden changes like this sometimes lead to some of the best things ever.
Which let's be honest. Dimitri is supposed to be in the Grand Prix tournament.
Mm-hmm.
We have a Mr. MPX tournament. There's one spot open. Should be, but no, he's going to fight Carly Wright.
Yeah,
so.
actually, no. I was thinking to myself when I first found out that NTPW was having to cancel. I was like, oh, well, I know who number 9 is now. And then Carly Wright versus Dimitri Alexandrov. Well, never mind.
Well, it's because we all know who number 9 is going to be, but of course you had to spoil it for everyone. So
it's a speculation. I don't actually know. No, I seriously, I thought it was. I forgot that Joey was entered.
How dare you forget Joe Angelo Garcia? What is wrong with you?
I seriously just...
James Johnson is going to spray water on you Saturday.
Oh.
Forget. It's like a bad cat. Like, no.
Don't give him ideas.
Oh, I'm definitely messaging him on that. Be like, hey,
But,
be sure to come over Jay and say no.
But yeah, like we already said, Mikey B's in it. Mad Prince is in it. Joe Angelo Garcia's in it. We've also got Sebastian Envy, Tatum Manning, Brixton Shaw, looking to regain glory after losing the belt.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, Mr. Legs. Mr. Legs is going to become Mr. MPX.
Did you forget one?
No.
Did you mention Sky? I feel like you glossed over that name.
I mentioned Sky earlier, and you were like, no, you sure? No.
No, I think that was different. No, you didn't mention.
No, Sky the Lacrimosa, Texas Chainsaw.
I mean,
it's in there, like in between everything else.
Right,
it's all kind of jumbled together.
It's important you mention him because him and Brixton are the only 2 former MPX champions.
That is true.
So
we have some former MPX prospect champions.
Yes.
We have
an Addicts champion, former Addicts champion, and Tatum.
Yeah, and we have the current MPX tag team champion.
Half. He's not the tag team champion. He's half of the tag champs.
Well, he is the genius of the two. So
don't even start. We all know Schaefer is the one that is the reason they're keeping and got the titles. It is the leading man. It is not the director. People go to the movies for the actors, not the directors.
I want you to say that to Kubrick, to...
There are a select few. And now, now a movie fan like me, yeah, I'll look at directors. But I'll argue this with my wife all the time. She goes, I don't give a fuck to directors.
There are movies people go to, they don't know any of the actors simply because it's a Spielberg movie.
Or Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
Or Nolan.
Yeah.
So
yes, the director matters. So fuck off.
Again, it was a joke, number 1. Yeah. Number 2, I will go see for directors. But like my wife, who I argue with all the time, she goes, I don't care who the director is. Tell me who's in it. No! But that bothers me.
I'm sorry.
You need to know who directed, who wrote, who stars. That's what makes everything whole.
Ben Stiller in a Wes Anderson movie versus Ben Stiller in any other movie.
I want Wes Anderson.
Ben Stiller.
Which I can't wait for his new one. It's got Margot. Ooh, it's got a whole cast.
Oh, yeah.
Wonderful.
No. But
his movies are always casted great.
It's like you just get certain performances from certain actors with a certain director.
Well, yeah. It's like Leonardo DiCaprio and Martin Scorsese. How good they've been lately. So
I mean, it's like when he's teamed up with Kevin Smith, Ben Affleck actually has a personality.
I like Ben Affleck a lot anyways. The Town. Oh, come on. The Town? The Town was great.
Oh, no,
there was
I also loved him in Good Will Hunting. And
Good Will Hunting was great too. Jersey Girl was... I know I'm the only one because even Kevin Smith says he hates it. I like Jersey Girl, so... I
like Jersey Girl mainly because... One.
I like how he yelled at a little kid. Yeah, I didn't want you either, you little shit. I'm like, whoa! I was like, damn, this movie is good. Fuck those kids.
Then they used the Sweeney Todd scene, so I'm
all that was great. And George Carlin, come on.
Yeah.
Rewatch Jersey Girl. I mean,
go back and watch it, and don't
fast forward the first 10 minutes, and it's a good movie.
Yeah. Get Jennifer Lopez out of the movie, and it's a much better movie.
Exactly.
But, yeah.
Oh, we're done talking movies?
Well, we have a guest that we're supposed to be having on in a moment.
I guess, yeah. So, had joked ever since Mr. MPX opened, and I'll say it here since you already kind of spoiled it. If it's not Tatum and Casey, we did it wrong. That's just my opinion.
But it's going to be a triple threat for the final one anyway. So
yeah, but those two need to be in it.
So Tatum, Casey, and
Sky, duh.
Sky?
Duh.
So the new Mr. MPX, Sky de Lacrimosa.
Exactly. Of course everyone knows that's who I'm picking. Is that really a shock?
Or it could be...
everyone knows you're picking Sebastian, so...
Or you could have it be Mikey B and just have like 3 years worth of top rookies.
No, please no.
You know, with only one of them being actual rookie of the year.
No. Oh. God damn.
Casey Clay says he doesn't get involved in pissing contests.
It's true. He's the true hero of MPX. He doesn't really need it.
Hi, Casey.
You fail yourself.
But let's go ahead. I'm looking forward to the whole show. I don't know who's going to be the new Mr. MPX. Honestly, this one's got me kind of stumped.
I figured you would go all Sebastian.
I want Sebastian to win, but
let's see what kind of script he writes.
We'll see.
Is it going to be Jersey Girl or is it going to be Chasing Amy? That's my favorite Kevin Smith movie for anyone that doesn't know. So, Chasing Amy, not Jersey Girl.
Mine's Mallrats, but that should be obvious.
Should be.
But, yeah, so let's go ahead and let's get our guest on, because I'm pretty sure he's been sitting there waiting and like, guys, hurry the fuck up. Much like our guests usually do. But,
did you at least write down the questions that people asked him?
I did.
Good. At least someone did their job.
She's going to ask the questions. I'm going to sit here and...
Be sure to write down my question of why Godzilla a bitch. So.
I thought that was Pat's question.
No, he said why is he overrated?
Oh, okay.
Hey, Dimitri.
Yeah, I hear you guys.
Okay, you got him on speaker?
Yep.
Okay. Hi, Dimitri.
Hi, Jay.
How do you say hello in Russian?
Go fuck yourself, Kyle.
That is not how you say hello in Russian.
I'm pretty sure.
Actually, go fuck yourself actually might be how you say hello in Russian.
This is Russian we're talking about.
Oh my god, really, man. Guys.
Love you, Dimitri.
Thanks for having me on, man. I'm sorry I couldn't be there in person. It's kind of been chaotic this entire past week, so
yeah.
But thank you for having me on.
We are so very glad to have you on. We were looking forward to having you in person, but like I said earlier, we'll get that after you're done dominating elsewhere, because you've got that tournament coming up. The
Ted Petty invitation.
Yeah.
That TPI
man,
is going to be amazing.
I'm still kind of pitching myself on this. I'm not quite believing I'm in it yet, but this is kind of a bucket list thing for me, you know.
Yeah.
No, I'm super excited because, I talked to you as soon as it was announced. I'm super excited for that tournament and the opportunity for you. I think it's going to be great.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And who better to wrestle in that thing than a guy I've wanted to wrestle literally forever, in Gary J.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you might be a little sore after that one, but you already know that, so.
Yeah, I'm totally cool with that.
It's going to be sore. He's the driving and everything like that. It's just going to be rough weekend.
17 hours there, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez.
God. I saw a TikTok recently of somebody saying, tell me you're a professional wrestler without telling me you're a professional wrestler. And the stitch on it was that somebody just, filming themselves driving. It's like, I'm doing this for the next 3 days. It's like, yep.
I would just show him my speedometer and be like, I bought this car last year.
Yeah, it's crazy. You're one of the last few road warriors, technically, that we see that travel pretty much everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the most vocal road warrior, at least, so.
This is fair.
Yeah. Okay, so, Lily, you've got the questions. Let's go ahead and start getting some of those fan questions in there.
So, first question was, what has been your favorite tag team run or tag team feud, and who was your partner at the time?
Oh my gosh. It's really hard to pick this, I'm really enjoying all the stuff with Sky right now, with excessive violence. But I can't neglect the fact that my longest tag partner was always with Kai Faden, another member of the group.
Penthouse.
Yeah.
And, I'd say, me and him actually had long-running feuds with people, me and Wes had our Kaiju Killer feud against like Rodney Mack and Jakis, and me and Schaefer kind of like we kind of feuded with Larger Than Life for a little bit there, and then so did me and Jet. But I'd say me and Faden, we really tagged the longest, and we tagged against a team called Simply the Future, who are actually two very good workers. One of them doesn't wrestle anymore. The other guy is named Alex Royal. He would fit in so well in MPX if he would just drive, 4 hours. But can't help that.
Well, you know how that goes. Sometimes they just don't want to.
Yeah, no, I remember watching, because I was there, obviously, with you and Wes versus Rodney and Jakis, and those matches were, God, so brutal.
Oh, yeah. I love tagging with Wes. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
Well, it's the whole excessive violence thing.
Well, that... I like how he gets when he gets smaller ones like Wes and with Kai. You can do the cannonball special and just throw them at him. It's great.
I've thrown a few of my tag partners, so it's always fun. Though I am really liking me and Sky right now. I just want to wrestle more tag teams with him. I want to take on Infinite Stock. I want to take on I really take on the Mayhem Mafia. Dylan Smasher and that Lock versus me and Sky. I mean, like. Come on, man. Let's have some All Japan. Let's have some fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. You and Lock style would definitely clash well.
Well, I'm trying to wrestle Lock. If anyone is out there, I want to wrestle Lock 1-on-1 so bad.
Well, if certain members of management watch, that'd nice to have them acknowledge that.
Management never heard of it.
But okay, what else we got?
Question number 2. Who is your favorite tag team partner?
Oh, I'm not doing this.
Hey, we all know.
As soon as I saw that question, I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's not an answer he's going to give.
I mean,
because
we know it's Kai, but.
I don't think it's Kai, but.
He won't admit this on air, but I'm pretty sure it was actually Schaefer.
Actually, my first tag partner ever is Sam Stackhouse, who recently wrestled at GCW.
Yep.
Nice.
He took on the Deathmatch
tag
King.
partner ever. Yeah, man. Sam's a legit guy. I love him. He was my first tag partner ever. So, Sam Stackhouse automatically by default.
Yeah.
Nice.
Number 3. Of all the belts you've held, which one has the coolest design?
Ooh, I really do like the MPX title overall. I do love it. The other one I really like, though, of course, is the WFC's Hometown Heroes title. That's just a fun, different looking belt. I'm sure you guys have seen pictures of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's very unique, and I love cool belts. So, cool belts, more of those, please. Less generic belts out there.
Yes.
Not everyone wants to hold the Dave Crockett United States title. That was.
Well, I know you were.
Thing,
I know you were a huge fan of the new New Japan title that Ospreay debuted. So.
Crap. How do you ruin the coolest belt in the world?
So which one's worse, the new IWGP or the or New Japan or the 24/7?
Oh man! Just because of the weight of it, I actually think the new IWGP. Just because of the weight of what it represents and everything, what it's supposed to represent.
That's what it
now, though.
I was gonna say that was my thing. It's more because it's one of the best belts in the world, or it means to be the best belt in the world, and it looks like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Kyle, you had it right the first time. It's the best belt in the world.
Yeah. But it's also
We know what Dimitri's targets are.
It just hurts me that that Shingo has to hold that hideous title.
Yeah.
He deserves the old belt.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm coming to terms with it because I love Shingo way too much.
Yeah.
Question number 4. What's the worst you've ever been injured?
I pretty much broke my neck in a match and only took off 3 weeks.
Sounds like something you would do.
Yeah.
I think what happened was I actually don't know what the final diagnosis was, but I think I inflamed 2 discs in my neck from taking a Tiger Driver 91 in a match. and Inspire Pro Wrestling, and I had to actually take off 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks, I don't remember, but I missed a one-on-one match with Jackson because of that, that I still haven't got. And, yeah, that sucked.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
Number 5. What is the scariest bump you've taken, and would you do it again?
Oh, that Pero bump. Obviously, Kyle, you saw that one. It's probably that one, and yeah, I'd do it again.
I was gonna say, I was like, he'll definitely do it again. Yeah, that was scary, but it was fine. I'll do it.
I mean, I was knocked unconscious for about 17 seconds.
Jeez.
But I didn't get a concussion, which kind of makes me laugh. But yeah, I'd do it again.
You just don't take a whole lot of damage, even when you are trying to take a whole lot of damage.
No,
I don't know, man.
it's like he can't. It's like he won't bleed in a match, but then he'll go to the next show, take one little punch to the face, and all of a sudden bleed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was great. The next day, right after Destiny, I wrestled a match, really just like whatever match, and I just opened up, like literally 3 minutes in.
I'm sure Sky was livid.
Oh, he was so mad. He
Just
was
a tad.
Like sending me WTF so many times.
It's like I saw that. I saw that scythe. That sickle. That went into you.
Well, so did Star. Star was in his head.
Yeah. Jeez. All right. Next question.
Number 6. What can regular civilians do to keep the bears away?
Please pick up all your food. Don't leave it out at night. Do not, wash your deck with honey. Let's see. There's a lot of things you got to to prevent bear attacks. Now, if you're trying to defeat a bear, just shoot the damn thing. All right, come on. It's pretty simple. But if you want to wrestle a bear, Tracy Smothers taught me one thing, and that is you can schoolboy a bear, and a bear technically can't kick out. So you can get the 3 count, but you have to run real fast.
Love Tracy Smothers.
So I met Tracy Smothers at a show, sadly, right before he passed away. Not right before, but a few months before. And we were going to film a skit together because he's the OG Bear Fighter. And I every day I kick myself in the head for not actually doing that. We're like, oh, we'll do it next time, Tracy. There was no next time.
Yeah.
And it kills me. It kills me.
That is something I actually was going to ask real quick. How did you come up with the whole Bear Fighter thing? Where did that come from?
It is a in-joke between me and my great-uncle Ivan, who, yes, Kelly did shoot on quite well. Isaac shot on quite well. In the promo, yeah, it was an in-joke between me and him. We would always tell the joke. Oh my god. Okay, so I have to tell this now? Alright. I would always joke with Ivan, and I would say, because of all the hardships and everything he dealt with, I would do a lighthearted joke about it, and I would say, Ivan, back in the old day when the winter was so cold and it was horrible outside, and there was only one pair of boots among the whole house, and you had to choose someone, and someone is chosen to wear the boots and go outside, and they sit in snow for many hours. Well, during this time, they grow body hair, you grow facial hair, you have all this hair in your body because you sit in snow for many hours. And then bear come along, and bear think, oh look, he's another bear. And then it comes close to you, and then you grab it by its waist, you pile drive it, break its neck, feed family of 5 for 2 whole months. But no.
That's so great.
Bear is a vindictive animal, he's very sick in the head. One day, Bear realized he put a hat on. It looked like every other Russian. So bears use this not to just eat Russians, eat revenge that way. No. They're more sick in the head. They do more long-term game. They start causing revolutions and uprisings. There are famous 2 bears. You know what? And their names were Stalin and Lenin. Bears created the Soviet Union to get back at us. And that was the joke I would always tell Ivan, and he would laugh at it every time. And I created a character based off of that, is what happened.
That's actually pretty awesome. All right, next question.
Number 7. What was the favorite fight of your career so far?
Me versus Luke Langley from this last year, hands down.
That was very quick.
Hands down. I've thought about this recently on car rides. I do love the ACH match, both of them. I do love me and Barrett Brown, which I wish the Addicts could have saw at OKC. But I think me and Luke Langley have the best chemistry together. Every time I wrestle Luke, I love it. It's so much fun. And that last one we got to have at MPX that went I think it was 35 minutes.
Something like that.
That's my favorite match of all time.
Nice.
Yeah, that match was so good, and it was one of those where I think it really showcased to a lot of the addicts that don't actually know you or talk to you. It showcased your love for Japanese wrestling because you and Luke went out there and y'all did such a King Road All Japan style. It was so great.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that, man.
All right.
Who is your favorite person to wrestle?
Luke Langley, hands down. Luke Langley every time.
You just said that.
Oh, I did. My bad.
Yeah.
If you were not the Bear Fighter, what would you be doing?
Honestly, guys, probably a marine biologist. I originally went to college to go for marine biology for a while.
Nice.
With
Sorry,
an
I'm just
emphasis
trying
on
to
sharks.
imagine, trying to put all that hair into a scuba suit.
What?
You're telling me to cut all my hair off again? Okay, I better do that.
No,
Don't do that. No.
no, do not do that. Do not do that.
I figured you
Never
would have
again.
just gone on with your YouTube career and been a star off of it, kind of like Bo Burnham.
No. Oh, no. Screw YouTube. Screw that. That never happened.
Is this something I need to search?
Oh, did you not know about this?
No.
No.
Oh, yeah. Go. Yeah. Have Dimitri tell you about his YouTube career.
Probably better than my YouTube career.
What career?
Exactly.
Yeah, I saw videos of young Dimitri on YouTube. It's wonderful.
Kyle, you're not allowed to share those until much later.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll die later this Saturday.
So we each have a member
Much
of XV that
later.
wants to kill us. Awesome.
Oh,
The only
XV
entire
versus the
trolley
Marks,
match?
yay.
Come on, man.
We're gonna die.
Fun?
Oh shit, Remedy's involved? Fuck.
God damn it. All right.
Okay.
And
next
we're back.
question. Sorry.
You see what I put up with, Dimitri?
Yeah, I do.
Next question.
All right. Question number 10. What wrestler or wrestlers did you look up to that inspired you to start wrestling?
Bryan Danielson. Bryan Danielson, hands down. When I later got into wrestling itself, Bruiser Brody, a lot of Bruiser Brody, a lot of Kobashi Kenta, a lot of Macho Man Randy Savage. These all probably make sense, I think. I gotta throw a weird one in there. Jushin Thunder Liger. Eddie Guerrero, definitely those guys. But yeah, I'd say Bryan Danielson definitely is the one that kind of made me pull the trigger on it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it's not really surprising when we hear Brody and Savage and we think about how well you did those at the
no, I showed my mom
at the
picture-
re-rap shows.
Yeah, it's I showed my mom the picture of him as Bruiser Brody, and she's met Bruiser Brody in person and everything like that before he went and got killed. Don't go to Puerto Rico.
Yes, guys, I'm not 42 yet. That's when I go to Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
But it's I showed her the
They wanna
picture,
talk
and she's
business
like,
in the
"Oh
shower,
my
don't worry
god,
about
he
it."
is like the reincarnation."
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I guess Christian Mox is the reincarnation of Terry. He's the incarnation of Brody.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd never realized how much Mox looked like Gordy until someone pointed that out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
See, now I want the time warp match with that.
What, Miracle Violence Connection?
Yeah.
That would be good.
Number 11. If you could be Godzilla for a day, what would you do?
Okay, so I saw this question and I was thinking about this, and I'm like, okay, if I'm Godzilla for a day, then then clearly other monsters have to exist. Clearly.
Yeah.
And I would actually have to go out there and just go kill King Kong because I hate that monkey.
Oh,
So-
don't do that to Remedy.
Whoa, man. Okay, if not King Kong, then whoever is King Ghidorah, so.
Yeah, no, I mean, that was actually my first thought when I saw that question too. I was like, well, obviously he's going to fight other monsters. Duh.
That's when we go and get the radioactive mutated 30-foot bear, just to make sure that actually happens.
Yeah.
Where did the love for Godzilla? I mean, in knowing you personally, everything Japan kind of. Where did that love come from?
That one didn't come from the Japan stuff. It just, it kind of spawned off of the fact that, like, as a kid, you're like, okay, everyone knows, like, a dinosaur kid. Like, growing up, someone who's, like, really into dinosaurs. And, like, I don't know, I just saw Godzilla as, like, of course he is a dinosaur, but he's the ultimate dinosaur. He's like a dinosaur fused with, like, a dragon, you know, something like that. It's pretty much what I always viewed him as a kid. And I just got hooked immediately, you know. I always jokingly say, from the age of 4 years old, I like all the same things as I do now. It's Godzilla, hockey, sharks, wrestling, and giant robots, and those are all the same things I like now as an adult, and I'm just like, I haven't changed.
Of course he likes giant robots. He was a giant robot for a show.
That's right.
So funny story about that. I was actually supposed to have an outfit, but there was some miscommunication on that one.
Oh, man.
Where both hands weren't talking to each other and seemed like, oh, he's going to have one. And then they're like, oh, they're going to give me one. And then neither one of us actually got it.
That's... Oh, well.
Kind of sounds like management, actually.
Oh, yeah. Definitely sounds like management.
If you could fight anyone, alive or dead, who would it be?
Oh, my God. Dead. Eddie Guerrero, hands down. Or Owen Hart. I'd gladly fight either one of those. If it's, oh my God, alive, this is always hard, you know. I'm sure Kyle's heard me say this, like, I say Shingo, I say Ishii, nonstop, I always say those ones. God, I don't know, like, I really, really, really want to get a long one. I say this now. I want to get a long match with the current MPX champion, Jackson Stone.
Yes.
Yeah. No, it's like you said.
week.
You're supposed to have that one-on-one a while ago, and it's never happened. And it's crazy looking. It's crazy because Jackson's one of those where, yeah, he's world-renowned. He's been everywhere. Yet when he's been in Texas, there's so many dream matches that haven't happened yet.
Yeah.
And that's definitely, I think, one of a lot of, not even just Addicts List, wrestling fans in general. Dimitri and Jackson needs to happen sooner rather than later.
Oh yeah, I really want to have that one. Another one I want that was supposed to happen, that didn't happen because he got signed and now he's unsigned. Is me and Kurt Stallion. That was supposed to happen in April of 2020, and then of course COVID happens.
Yeah, that would be really good too. You and Stallion would kill it.
I don't know. Maybe we'll get that one eventually.
Hopefully.
Maybe.
How many places have you traveled to since your debut?
Like travel to and wrestled, or just travel to in general?
Yes.
I think this is a wrestling question. So
Probably.
Okay, so I've wrestled in. I wrestled in Canada. I wrestled in Oklahoma, Arkansas, Kansas, Illinois, Indiana, Arizona, Texas, and I'm missing one. I'm missing one. Louisiana. Okay.
Where was it in Canada you did?
I lived up in Canada actually for about 6 months in the beginning of 2017, and I was training up there for a while, and I had wrestling on a show in Ontario.
Okay, cool. Where was the training up there?
At Smash.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I was training at Smash, and I just got in. It's kind of funny. I got in the very last day that Tyson Dukes was the trainer there because I thought he was going to be my trainer the whole time, and I got one training session with him, and then we kind of got like a rotating who's who of who's our trainers. Like we had Stu Grayson one time, which was cool, but then we had like so many guys who were just like kind of locals training us. It was way more chaotic than I thought. And then like as I leave Canada, then like Tyson Dukes opens his own school again. I'm just like, are you shitting me?
Of course.
It's kind of like that. What is that story with the Heart Wrestling that Jericho always talked about, where it was hearts really?
The Heart Wrestling camp.
Yeah.
Heart Brothers.
Yep.
Brothers Wrestling Camp. Yeah.
Who was your least favorite opponent?
This is a dangerous question to ask
This is
because
so dangerous.
that's a real quick way to get people, mad.
I mean,
at
there are
you.
guys who let's be honest, I haven't had chemistry with, and those are matches I do not remember fondly. But then there are also opponents who I despise, and number one is a guy. His name is Spider with a Y.
Of course it is.
And his catchphrase is "Get bit" with a Y. And
The 90s called, they'd like their edge back.
He's. Let me tell you, man. You've probably seen him on some of your those posters they always make fun of because he's around. But he was in a battle royal one time, and he wasn't supposed to do. I was doing my Bonesaw character, right? And I was doing the big, come in, and I hulked up on some people and threw some guys over in a battle royal. And he's supposed to be selling in the corner, and he said, "I just heard the crowd, so I had to drop kick you in the back of the head." And I no-sold it, got up, and I chopped him so hard that his hand, like, my handprint was purple on his chest, man. It was great.
Damn!
Nice.
Yes, fuck Spider. Tommy Dean will say that too.
Yeah, that's remember.
So Wes, actually, you ask him. A lot of the guys of the Oklahoma branch of excessive violence, they will all just say Spider, probably.
I was going because I feel like that wasn't too long ago that happened, wasn't it?
No, I'd worked him another thing too, and he was awful on that too. But the most recent one was that Bonesaw thing. That was, what was it, last October? Yeah.
Jeez.
No, but I mean, it's one of those where you said it's kind of dangerous. Like, the thing with wrestling and wrestlers is so weird because, like, to me, like, as a fan, I love seeing the list. And then, of course, you did it, some other people did it, and got so much shit for it. And it's like, really, that's not, it doesn't make sense to me of why everyone bitched about that so much.
I'm sorry, I can imagine actual, like, Golden Gloves fighters or UFC fighters.
Right.
Style fighters having a list of people they would love to take on.
So I never understood the idea behind that of not being able to say, I want to work with this person, or, oh, I really didn't like working with that person. It always boggled my mind.
Oh yeah, it's really weird. And wrestlers are such prima donnas about stuff too. So
yeah.
Yep.
Every one of them is God's gift to wrestling. Didn't you know?
Yeah.
That's Jimmy Jacobs, all right?
What is a wrestling dream of yours?
Wrestle in Japan. Wrestle in Japan, hands down.
Yep.
I want to wrestle in Japan. My number one goal, I always tell people, like, you're in a wrestling class and the trainer will be like, what's your goal? What do you want to do? And then I'm the guy who's over here like, I want to wrestle in Tokyo Dome. And I stand by that. I want to wrestle in Tokyo Dome. Yep. I really do.
Yeah, no, I thought that was fun. Kind of funny how I didn't even know at the time, but it's like, we were talking about at one point where we see certain wrestlers going. And it's like, for you, instantly, I'm just like, I can only see him wrestling in Japan.
Exactly. Hands down, he's going to Japan. We will see him in Japan. I know we will.
Yeah. And then you're like, oh, yeah, that's actually where I want to go, guys. Yep. I'm like, oh, well, then it's obvious we can see that. Anybody who
I
can't.
actually had I was supposed to do a month in Japan due to a company I was working for. And the promoter is a shitbag and literally just pulled it out from under me. He told me, you're not going to get this Japanese trip unless you quit MPX, ACW, and heavy metal, because that's who I was working for at the time.
Yeah.
And he just tried to hold it over me because he's like, you're only going to work for me every Saturday. I'm like, no.
Nope.
Oof, yeah. Unless they're paying your fucking bills, no.
Oh, he never paid me.
Yeah, I was gonna say even then, no. Like that's the thing that's always like that's one reason I love what AEW is doing right now and Impact and all these others is to me wrestlers should be a lot like actors. They should be able to go and do what they want. They shouldn't be tied to exactly one thing.
Yeah.
Now obviously get tied down if you have a title, fine, and that's your lead person for that while.
Sure.
But to have this whole, oh nope, they're only here. No, F that. They can do what they want.
Yeah.
So no, that's it's always weird too. We hear stories about old promoters like that, and we're thinking, oh, that's old days. No, it still goes on, and it boggles my mind.
Yeah.
I mean, look at just what happened. What was it 2 weeks ago in Mississippi? Like, what the hell?
Oh my god, yeah, I read all about that.
I must have missed that one.
Where the promoter didn't pay any of the people, didn't pay the talent.
They did the entire show.
No, it was a casino. It was a
He
bot
ran
show,
off.
paid show. He's already been paid for the casino. Paid him to pay the talent, and he just took off.
Wow. What a
Tim
deal.
Storm was on there. Bam Bam was there. There was a lot of Texas talent there.
Ah, damn. Well, it's like Eddie Kingston said, Carney's gonna Carney. We got any more?
We have one more question.
One more.
And then also a comment.
Uh-oh.
The last question is, what's your favorite shark?
The whale shark, actually. I'm a huge fan of whale sharks. It's weird because as a kid, I always like when you're a kid, you're always like, oh, I like the cool, deadly thing. And now, like as an adult, I really appreciate the beauty in them, and I adore whale sharks so much.
Nice.
So I'm assuming Jaws was another one of your favorite movies then?
No, I actually hate it.
I was gonna say.
Wait a minute, it could go either way.
I
He
know,
loves
no.
sharks, or it puts sharks in a bad light, so he hates it.
Yeah, no. It's
Yep, that one.
it's like my ex-wife. She loves sharks and hates all the shark movies because it's so inaccurate. It hurts.
Oh yeah. Don't turn me into an eco head right now. I'll go into it.
So what about the Meg? Is that not a good shark movie either?
That's also terrible.
Hey, Deep Blue Sea is a good one. I like that one.
I actually love that one.
I was gonna say at least that
Ironic
one had the
and funny.
excuse of it's a genetically engineered shark.
True.
Yeah. No,
Not
the
like,
Meg kills me.
the-
It's like you mean a 60-foot shark's gonna target human beings who aren't even a fourth of its diet. Like wouldn't even be a meal. They're gonna target whales like they ate thousands of years ago. They're not gonna go after people at all, you idiots. Oh my god.
It's like, really, yeah. Oh, but,
And the
okay.
Whale
comment.
sharks all day.
Oh yeah. The comment said, you and Lady Beard need to happen someday.
Oh yeah, does Lady Beard still wrestle?
I think he is. It's
Okay,
just
I
very
didn't know
on
that.
and off
I
because
just-
now he's also got the
Lady Baby.
Lady Baby group going on. So he's also concentrating on his metal career.
Yeah, I really thought he was just a metal guy now. So yeah, I'd wrestle Lady Beard all day long. Hell yeah.
I really want to see that match now.
Same.
There's literally like a lot of people you could just say that I like. Oh, you want to wrestle this person? I think yeah, I do.
Actually, yeah, you were just saying.
There's probably more people. He's like, he'll wrestle anyone. He doesn't care. There's probably maybe 2 or 3 will be like, no.
Yeah.
Like if I haven't wrestled them ever before, I definitely want to, unless I know they're just going to hurt me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it was always weird to me when someone will sit there and be like, "Oh, do you want to wrestle?" And they'll name like Danielson. I was like, "Of course they want to wrestle Daniel. Who wouldn't?"
I don't want to wrestle
Seriously.
Danielson.
I want to wrestle Danielson, and I'm not a wrestler.
No, I'm serious. I don't want to wrestle Danielson.
Really?
Why?
I
You're
hold
just
him in such a high light. I like if I literally shit the bed with him, I would just burn my boots.
yeah. I doubt that would happen.
I'm with Kyle. I doubt that would happen, but I completely understand the
Especially
anxiety
with
there.
someone like Danielson, I feel like he's the one that'd be like, "No, we're fine. We'll have fun." Like of all people, he wouldn't be like, "Nope, that was horrible." I feel like he would make anything good.
Mhm.
That's fair, but I would hold it to such a high standard. It'd have to be like the best match ever.
Of course, he'd be the one in the back telling you, "Calm the fuck down. We're gonna go out there and we're gonna wrestle. That's all we're gonna do."
Oh yeah, he'd be like the one guy I would mark out on. I'd feel so bad. I met him when I was 15 years old,
Jeez.
and I didn't know he was like he's sitting at the merch table. Okay, to paint the picture, it's 2005. He's recently Ring of Honor champion. He's not quite a heel yet. He's just at the merch booth though during I want to say the second half of the show, and he's just kind of watching the show. I'm like, this guy probably didn't talk to me, and I go and talk to him, and he didn't have to, but he talks to me for about 20 minutes. I was like, oh man, I'd love to be a wrestler, but I'm too small. And he just looks up at me. He's like, fuck you, and here's why you're wrong. And then he talked to me for literally 20 minutes, and I'm like, this guy is the nicest person in the world. He's my guy forever. I fucking love him. I can't say anything else. I love him as a human being and as a wrestler.
Yeah, I got to meet him when WrestleMania was in Houston about 10 years ago, and he had wrestled Austin Aries, and that show was so awesome, and just he was such a cool guy.
Fuck Austin.
And I bet now he wishes he knocked out Austin Aries.
I was just under my breath. I was like, "Fuck Austin Aries."
No, I'm completely with that, but it's just I just remember seeing it as as soon as he popped up on NXT, I'm just like, holy fuck, yes, the American Dragon!
With The Miz.
Yep.
With The Miz.
Whatever, I like The Miz. I'm one of the few, I like The Miz.
I love The Miz as a character.
Well, I was going to say, let's put it this way. I like The Miz in WWE. If The Miz tried to go anywhere else, I probably wouldn't be good.
Yeah.
Because there are certain wrestlers that are just sports entertainment WWE. I think as good as he is at selling and in the ring, I feel Dolph is that way too. I feel if Dolph was to go to Japan or AEW or something, it wouldn't be as good.
It wouldn't. I
don't think
being Dolph.
I think Dolph would be fine.
You think so?
Miz is so he needs his production to himself that without it loses all of its charm.
See, what he needs is a director, a genius director.
Don't start.
Don't start this.
Yeah. Don't do that. When Sebastian's on here, then do that.
If you had to choose a favorite breed of dog.
Dogs.
Yeah. Bulldog.
My favorite breed of dog? I don't know. A mutt. I don't know. I love all dogs.
I like all dogs too. I've always wanted a bulldog though. That's always been, and it's because of the British bulldog.
Oh my god!
As a kid, watching Matilda and everything, I've always wanted a bulldog.
Yeah. Honestly.
Me and my okay, go on.
Yeah, I was sorry. I was just saying, I've owned purebred dogs before. I've had a Weimaraner, a Husky. They're great. They're wonderful dogs, but a mutt is just where it's at.
Your Husky was as dumb as a box of rocks.
My Husky was stupid as hell, yes.
From what I hear, most Huskies are, so.
That is true.
Yeah, no, my girlfriend is always trying to get me to, she's always showing me these bulldog rescues around Austin, and we're just like, we could foster one to be okay, but we have a mutt right now that's, all of our attention goes to this dog. I'm just like, I don't know how that would work, but we are always looking at these little rescue dogs all the time.
So I need to go to Austin to get a bulldog. Got it.
Yeah.
There's an awesome bulldog rescue, man. There's a lot of
I can't foster. I just can't. As soon as they come into my house, they're mine.
I'm the same.
What kind of mix do you have?
I couldn't tell you.
Much.
She has some pit bull in her, but she's not she is pit bull. We think she's she's a type of cattle dog, pit bull, and maybe something else. It's cute. That's what she is. Her breed is cute.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a. Yeah.
I was gonna say I've seen you post on Instagram. That's a cute dog.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, love that dog.
And hell, you see our dogs.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Rocky all day long. Team Rocky.
Oh yeah. Well, as soon as you get back from all of you, gallivanting all over the place, we're definitely gonna have to get you up here, have you come up and hang out with Rocky for a bit.
Oh yeah.
Both boys would love you.
Oh yeah. Well, Rocky loves everybody. So,
This is true.
But he'll recognize his own when it comes down to it. It's like he recognized Pat,
He loved Dave immediately.
Yeah. So
Dave's hard to love at first too.
It really is. I won't lie. Oh.
So besides Japan, once wrestling's all said and done with, what do you feel like? What's your end game out of it?
That's too hard. That's I'm just here for the journey right now, and ready to have a good one. You know, I want to do Japan. I want to do PWG. I want to do the Ring of Honor. You know, I want to have that stuff. And I don't know. I honestly couldn't tell you. I'll jokingly always tell people, "Oh, I'm going to die in the ring, don't you know, brother?" And then I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you what my actual goal is.
Let's keep that
wrestling.
later rather than sooner. Like I said, no going to Puerto Rico.
Oh man, I got the flight booked though, man.
Yes.
Oh,
He says, "Where's the nice man that's talking that loves me?"
oh, is that Rocky?
Yeah.
Oh,
He
hey!
sat in front of us and just kind of looked at me like, "Hey,
Well, Kyle, your compatriot over there did send me a picture of Rocky. I knew he was very much there.
Pretty sure that was you.
yeah,
Yeah, that's you.
yeah, of course it is."
He doesn't like Godzilla though, so.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Then again,
Okay.
you know, I just love kaiju. Just give me the Daikaiju all day. I'm good with it. I mean, I grew up
Starro?
watching Ultraman. Yeah, Starro. The fact that Suicide Squad turned into a kaiju movie at the end was fucking amazing.
Spoiler.
It's in the fucking trailer. Fuck off.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
So I think we'll go ahead and cut it here. Thank you so much, Dimitri, for calling in. Like I
Sure.
said, as soon as we're done with everything, we will, or as soon as you're done with everything on your end and everything like that, going out and dominating the American circuits, we'll have you on here live, like in person and everything like that. Who knows? Maybe we'll get your tag team partner, Sky, here as well. And
You're welcoming Sky into your home?
Yes, yes, I am. As a matter of fact, I was
I mean, he already knows where you live.
He's going to murder you.
Yeah, I'm sure. No.
Again.
I'll distract him. I'll have Rocky sit in his lap. But
That is a good way to strike Sky.
yeah.
Question that just came in.
Oh, last question before we go.
Favorite storyline you've been involved in?
My favorite storyline I was ever involved in was actually my whole. I mean, it's obvious. I was the climb to the top at MPX. You know, from the Texas Rumble to the Destiny and all that. The whole story was absolutely amazing and fantastically told. And every player in there, you know, did their part, except one who should have sold dead for a whole week. But I don't blame that person. He just got knocked a little silly from the wrench. You know, that's all.
Yeah.
Good old,
Keep it kayfabe, right?
good old Fat Thor.
Yeah. But I absolutely I adored that story. It was a lot of fun to tell. And the Addicts, you know, I go back sometimes and I've seen the finish of that match, and the pop is still one of my favorite pops ever. You know.
Oh yeah. Oh, it was one of our favorite stories ever. You know.
Yeah, it was great build, and it was great storytelling, and it's kind of like I had talked with you before everything happened. I was like, that's a story given to Isaac. He can tell that story brilliantly, and he did, and everything. He told the story outside, and then you and Sky told it in the ring, and it was beautiful. It was so well done.
Yeah, it was like everybody involved in that story made it. Honestly, it's up for feud of the year for a reason.
Well, I'm hoping to hang on to that, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Just your body not wanting to bleed was the only thing.
Just my head.
Which I mean,
wanna
to be
bleed.
fair, even when you fought Masada, he had a hard time getting you to bleed too.
And he had skewer stepped in my head too.
Yeah. And he almost took your eye out with barbed wire. So
Oh, that's true. He almost did take my eye out.
Ow!
yeah, that was a scary moment.
Yikes. Okay. Yeah. So again, thank you so very much, Dimitri. We will see you soon. We'll see you Saturday.
I'll see you guys Saturday now. It's
Yeah,
a
you're going to be
surprise,
taking on
so,
Kari Wright.
Reincarnation of excellence.
Whatever.
Kari Wright.
Whatever. It's not the Bear Fighter. It doesn't matter. He's going to be taking on Boo Boo.
Hey, boo boo.
Coattail riding, but boo boo. Okay. All right.
Yes!
Oh, you got it over.
Winner!
Good job.
All right,
But,
guys. I'll
yeah.
see you later.
We will see you Saturday, and we're looking forward to that. And thanks again, and thank you NPX addicts for all the questions and everything like that. I hope you enjoyed the show. Hope you enjoyed having Dimitri on here. We're going to try and do this kind of thing more often, whether it's a call-in or in person or anything like that. So we'll see.
I've been trying to do it for 2 years.
So. Oh yeah, I know. Hey, now we know both forms can work.
Well, that, and we actually have a public relations department that actually goes out and gets people.
Yeah,
so.
true. So either way, thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you check us out this Saturday after MPX for MPX Mainline. And yeah.
Where you'll say the C word live, right?
No. No.
Kyle will though.
No.
Yeah. Well, Kyle does it in private all the time. You should hear him. It's just like, yeah.
Not true.
See where
I learned my lesson.
Well, I'll see you guys Saturday.
Yeah. See you.
Saturday.
Thank you.
Mark out, ladies and gentlemen.
See y'all Saturday. No, this. No, this. This.
No. That's not us.